Let's go. So we were going to talk about the bodies that Yumeko and Kiryu had found in Toba City, so still Mie Prefecture. Because remember they said that they had been going all over the region. Hey, Angel. Welcome, ma'am. I've been waiting for you. The site where the bones were found is a little ways offshore from this beach. You went ahead and started the investigation, I see. Thanks for that. Not at all. You clearing everything with local police meant all I had to do was arrive and inspect the remains myself. To get straight to the point, there is no doubt signs of a curse are clearly evident. Because we had found out that the mummified mermaid, that was not a mermaid, it was a cursed person, was someone that they had already met, supposedly here. Somikawa, I think that was their name. The skeletal remains are tied to a supernatural incident. Alright, let me hear the full report. Town of Ichika in Toba City. Historic place known for its ama divers. And filming location for one of Japan's most well-known... Did Godzilla? I wouldn't know about that myself, ma'am. Oh, tokusatsu. Okay. I'll look into the tokusatsu. I'm looking for birds. That's what I'm looking for. This is a nice house. Okay. Okay, let's talk now. You can see the sea from here all the way to Kameshima. Do you sense anything out there, Sodo? Yes, I do. The waters south of Kameshima are saturated with the powerful presence of the curse of raging waves. I can sense it even from this distance. That's how strong it is. Is that so? Looking out to sea, I can't see a thing. I just hope this means we've made it in time. Even during the disaster 5 years ago, the energy was never this overwhelming. The seal was broken. No doubt about it. Wasn't me, right? It wasn't me, right? It wasn't me while fishing, right? Right? So it's already broken. That isn't good. Uh-oh. The sea still seems calm, though. Does the storm not break out immediately? Yes, something seems to be holding it back for now. So there's a silver lining at least. It seems stable for the moment. We probably have 2 or 3 days of safety. Then we've got a bit of breathing room. Okay, so I guess it wasn't me, because the other game was also across 2 to 3 days. So maybe it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm innocent. I hope we can do something about the curse of the raging waves while still being held back. We still haven't found a way to lift the curse. We might have quite a struggle ahead of us. We have no idea where your ancestor's keepsake is either. To begin, shall we review the details of the case? Summarizing may help us notice something we missed. A few days ago, fishermen off the coast here hauled up a long rod-like object. Resembled a human bone, so we notified the police 10 days ago. Fished it up by chance, and the police conducted an underwater investigation of the surrounding area. Discovered multiple skeletal remains in a fissure beneath the rocks. Several years to decades old. Forensics struggled to identify the victims. Only fragments of the skulls remained, so facial reconstruction was apparently not possible. Still, with your ability, we hardly need facial reconstruction, do we? Indeed, I'll report my discoveries shortly. I wonder if it's the parents. I wonder if those skeletal remains could be the victims of the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster from 5 years ago. Oh, okay, it's not. Okay. It would be too easy, right? Don't sound so defeated. 5 bodies. They decomposed for over a different length of time. They didn't all die at the same time. Most recent is 6 years. I wonder if they are sacrificing people to keep the curse at bay. 1 body every 10 years. Someone's been using that fissure as a place to dump corpses for decades. Surrounded by the rock and with minimal currents in the area, it's unlikely they drifted there naturally. Had that bone not been fished up by chance, we'd never have known. In other words, it's an ideal site for quietly disposing of bodies. Someone call Dexter. We found a place better than the Gulf. This was no accident. Someone did this. I imagine quite some resentment must have piled up over the years. I've already cleansed the lingering resentment in the area. Leaving such resentment to fester could lead to a curse manifesting after all. If inches as always. There's one more point of concern. Each body bore a clean, precise cut. Severed through bone, damn. Clean cut. Where were they severed? The head? Master swordsman wielding a razor-sharp katana. Cleave each of them with a single stroke. But warriors don't exactly run around with swords in this day and age. Which brings us to the possibility of a curse, I suppose. If the cuts were made by supernatural means, the rules change. And as it turns out, there are traces of a curse at each of the severed points. It was just a matter of time until we found one. Also, for the briefest moment, I glimpsed a cursed echo that looked like a warrior in armor. Judging from the crest on its armor and given on a location, a curse tied to the Heike. I'm gonna say OL, just... The Heike? I'm not so sure. A branch of the Taira clan, a warrior family who rose to power at the end of the Heian period. From their base in Ise province, they expanded their influence, reaching heights on the Taira no Kiyomori. But in their pride, they were defeated by Genji in what is now known as the Genpei War. Ah, yes, of course I knew that. The tale of the Ronnie, it's Japanese. Just say it in Japanese. Heike preserved just how prosperous they were before they fell. Many who lived through the downfall carried deep regrets. Their resentment is especially persistent. Many traces remain even today, and they can be quite meddlesome. What's more, the katana that cursed echo carried. I believe it may have been the famed blade Nukemaru. Nukemaru. A blade passed down through the Heike, once wielded by Taira no Todamori. I see. It would seem your love for swords has proved rather useful here. So what you're saying is that these skeletal remains were cut and killed by the power of Tadamori's curse. Can't say if it was Tadamori himself, but I am confident that it was a curse from someone within the Heike. At the very least, it offers an explanation for those mysteriously perfect cuts. But if the bodies are being dumped every decade, it surely can't be the curse too, can it? Correct. I imagine that part likely involves rather intervention by someone else. So this wasn't an accident by some spontaneous curse. There's a perpetrator out here. Indeed. Someone is using a curse stone again. They're using the curse stone to kill people and then discard the bodies. Think of it as the talisman that lets even those without spirit sense use the power of curses. They are created when intense resentment fuses with a suitable relic. There were a few incidents in Tokyo last year, didn't you hear? Oh, I was there, don't worry about it. Oh, now that you mention it, that somehow rings a bell. Not clappers? That rings some clappers for me. So in short, whoever is behind this possesses a stone imbued with the Heike's curse. They use it to kill someone roughly every decade, dumping the body into the sea. Thank you for the summary. Now then, about those skeletal remains. Were you able to use your shagan, Sodo? Only worked with the most recent body. It was a man. Okay, they're just talking about how his power is not like 100%. No matches were found. Okay, we're gonna show the picture to the locals. Behind me? Uh-oh. Oh, hello. She's also a diver. So she's the one that was getting turned into a fish. Okay. Weird behavior. Very weird. Why is Yumeko here? A mandarin duck! Oh, all the victims are male. Okay. Cute. I keep trying to look for something, but alas. She isn't originally from here. Okay, another woman that just appears out of nowhere, it seems. This is a third woman that appears out of nowhere. First Mare, then Sato, the girl, and now this one. She wandered into town too. Okay. I wonder if there's something
Katie, what
in
are
the
you
box.
doing out here? Did I not see you before?
If there's a curse stone in the box.
Oh, you're so Portuguese.
I am indeed. And she's never... Okay, she doesn't work, but she still has money for rent. Somekawa. Okay. So she doesn't know how the curses were? That's so weird. No one recognized him. Okay, so their main objective was the Curse of the Raging Waves, but then they came across the Curse of the Forsaken Fish. Has been hidden inside of a model of a mermaid mummy. Okay, and this is where they decided to head to Kamishima. So this seems like this storm is gonna be much stronger than the other one was. Okay, a corpse of a mermaid in this. But that wasn't the same. Oh yeah, this is where they find out about the curse of the Forsaken Fish. So the reason why you would keep it secret is that because people want to eat mermaids so they can live forever. From head to the shoulders, you had humans, but below that it was entirely fish. It is a mermaid from the classic fairy tales, but the ones from Japan, not the ones from... Only the head was human. Yeah, it's a traditional Japanese mermaid. And they were dried out and mummified. Okay, so this is the curse of the fish again. Tamiko Suma. So it's the curse of the Forsaken Fish. It's targeting Alma divers. Oh, this might have been previously. Mr. Yamashina, thank you for agreeing to meet us. Housewife by trade. Unkaku dono. Damn, he's hold from the Taisho period. If you don't know, the Taisho period is for a quicker time reference. It's the period where the anime Demon Slayer takes place in. Okay, so he's also a loan shark, but he's investigating immortality. So he lives alone. Does he have birds? More importantly, he does! The kiting killer. Sodo is not intimidating at all. He looks like such a good boy. Oh, the vision allows me to see the birds better. It's my bird vision. Okay, so this is on the same day. I don't know why it said date unknown. Oh, so he took the corpse. That's why it wasn't the police wasn't supposed to know. Oh, I just noticed that she has look at their neck. I want because she's kind of being kind of cagey about her past. I wonder. He's not phony. He's the opposite of phony. Okay, so the occult craze is still going on from the last game. Hey, Jeff. Okay, so Wakamura already knows about the curse. I wonder if these are burn marks. If they appeared on television. Because it's not a mermaid. See, I wanted to tell you about the legend of Yao Bikuni, but I thought that the game would mention it at one point, so I didn't. Okay, so they don't explain it. Okay, so Yao Bikini was a teenager, a girl. It varies if it was a girl who was about to get married, or if it was a girl who was already married, or... There was a girl. She was a teenager. And she was fed unknowingly the meat of a mermaid. She then became a nun and lived across Japan for 800 years or something. And she like helped people and built things. And then one day she just locked herself in a cave. Okay, so I gotta talk. Yeah, he doesn't want to give his legacy away. I wonder if it's Kamakura's, Wakamura's son. Oh, so they only live for 800 years. After eating a mermaid. One who defies the very laws of nature like that is no longer human. They're an anomalous being that should not be allowed to exist. If you can't kill them, how do you deal with them? If they just get reborn. You see, immortality was originally a curse Mermaid placed upon humans. A curse that robs them of the ability to die. None of those who have become 800-year immortals have found happiness, not one. It renders living among other humans impossible, makes them an outcast from society. Of course, there are a few years at first when life will be tolerable. But after that, every meeting ends in parting. You outlive whomever you love or are loved by. Even if you find acceptance, it will only be for a time. You will always be shunned eventually. You'll experience this over and over for 800 years. 800 years unable to die with loneliness as your constant companion. This is why many see no other recourse than live a life of monastic seclusion, just as Yao Bikuni did. There are certain conditions that must be met for the curse of immortality to be effective. Eating the mermaid's flesh alone isn't enough. But she doesn't know. But I can say this much. The mummy you have in your possession is no mermaid. Not all F-fish F-human beings are mermaids. In fact, calling them all by the same name is what leads to mishaps like this one. I can say with confidence that eating its flesh won't make you immortal. A mass of fibers. A man-made fake. The mummy is merely the corpse of an average human, twisted beyond recognition by the curse of the forsaken fish. Another curse wielded by mermaids. And that would be the remains of someone who died under it. It's the same curse responsible for every few hundred years, or for mermaids found every few hundred years or so. A poor soul deserves a proper burial. Hey, Tashta. Okay, we finally convinced him. Okay, he wants more information though. Under the sea. The eternal world. Mermaids are not creatures of this world, you see. Their original home is Ryugu, the domain of the sea god. Ryugu, how do you get there? The doors are only open to the dead. Going there is impossible for a living human. That said, the entrance to Ryugu is said to lie somewhere in the Ise Sea. There have been numerous sightings of mermaids crossing over to this world in the area's long history. This is why Ise Bay has its share of mermaid legends too. About mermaids found on some lost island called Taishima, or the like. Okay. It's not a name I've come across in all my records. I heard from one of the young'uns I have out there looking for mermaids. Okay, back to the city. Okay, he's telling us what's the sitch. It's the Kamishima poster. I now know that turtle anyway. I wonder if Taishima is just another name of Kamishima, because sometimes things have more than one name. No birds? Ronnie, there can't be a bird on every... What if there might be a bird on every... Okay, I don't think there's a bird. Wasn't registered even as a resident. So she might be another mermaid. I mean, she isn't, because she got cursed and died. Duh, Ronnie. I wonder if a mermaid can curse another mermaid, though. She might be Mare? Seems like her maiden name was Somekawa. If she survived. Okay, I did say that it was my mother the first time, so maybe I wasn't too far off. It's just that the hair is more disheveled. Okay, so everyone knows that they hated my mom's guts. Damn. A 19-year-old that went missing that was going to move to the city. Kipe Ikoma. He really doesn't want more work, this man. I respect him. Oops, okay. Okay, so the original plan was to go to Kamishima right away for the Curse of the Raging Waves. All right, everyone, we're gonna take a little break. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I'm back. Sorry, I just wanted to check if the stream was looking okay on mobile because I turned off the vertical thing today. I think it's okay for other streamers, but for VTubers, it's not very easy. Especially because my program, especially VTube Studio, keeps moving out of place. So it's a. I'm gonna have to look up if someone has had similar problems like I do. And I didn't like it broke today just before stream. Like yesterday it was fine, but today it broke. So I just turned it off and I was making sure that it was running okay with the old layout without the vertical shenanigans. All right, let's go to the sea ghost. Why does it say date unknown then? I wonder if there will be timey-wimey shenanigans. You're slept too late? Someone came and took Somekawa to the sea. A foreign man came to the port with Miss Somekawa in tow. They boarded a motorboat and headed out to the bay. What is it? What the hell? Hello, little girl? Oh, she uses curses. Am I fighting the little girl? I can use the curse of binding. Okay, 3 chances. Okay. Okay, so she knows about paranormal affairs. Oh god. Okay, I got her. Jesus. Her name is what? Sorry? Cersei Lunar Light. Okay. An exorcist from England who come here on exchange. There's exorcist exchange programs? Excuse me? Why do they send multiple people for people for the same? So no one has been keeping an eye on her properly. Okay. Okay. Can I go back to the kids? I could finally go back to the kids. Good. Oh, I forgot to show you this. Because I collected 5 birds, now there's a relationship chart. Oh, this person is in love with 2 people. Three people, actually. Okay. Let's go here. And now we can go talk to Wakamura or Granny. Oh, I didn't mean to click it. Hmm? What's going on? I'm sorry, I can't explain right now. I think she got dumped. What happened? The normal news first. There's a lot of tourists, and there's 2 foreigners. I'm imagining Cersei and the other guy, whoever he is. They came looking for mermaids. They were asking about my mom. That was the normal news? Oh. So, Because at this point maybe they had already found the body of Somekawa. Kikuko. Okay, so she's a bit... She's opening up to me. Guys, we're gonna go diving again. Guys, we're gonna go diving again. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Man, I thought I was prepared enough. Oh god, I just want to catch the things. Come on, I have to do it at once. Where? Where are the fucking lobsters? Okay, maybe I'll get enough abalones. More abalone. Okay, that will have to be. That won't be enough. Nope, not even close. Okay. Can I do it? I wonder. I need lobsters. But the lobsters don't really gather around in one place. Oh. Excuse me? What was that? That was the first time that happened. Oh, at least I ranked up. If I was a lobster, where would I gather? Okay. I hope that's enough. I don't think it's enough. That was a very good lobster. Oh my god, how is that? You needed 2 lobsters. Okay, I think I have more luck going this way for the lobsters. Oh my god. Stop, 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 stop! Well, this was another useless trip. Now I keep getting stuck in stuff. This wasn't happening before. Need another lobster. Oh, are you a lobster? You are. Brisket? Come on, just go up to breathe. If I was a lobster, even just for a day. Oh my god. It's just a dumb shell. I am beginning to get upsetty. I thought I had done all the fishing! Stop giving me shit-ass shells! Give me the good ones! Well, at least I keep ranking up. Ronnie, just continue with the story. That might have been my worst haul yet. Except the ones that I just didn't bring anything. Ow, why are you shaky, Bee? What did I do? Can I go in the hole again? I can go in the hole again. This is my hole. It was made for me. Okay, we're gonna continue with the story. I am done with fishing for today. It hurts my hand. I've not been finding any lobsters even. Hey, Pidgey. I love that I just keep doing more poorly, actually. Come on. I'm gonna die. Or not. I don't know if I can do it. I have to be able to. But do I have the talent? If the game stops giving me these shitty ass shells. But no, here's more shitty ass shells. Ah, fuck it. Level up. level up. I wonder if the level impacts so many. Leave me alone! I'm just gonna go to the boat. Wow. I got one thing. Come on, man. Just keep. Oh my god, stop. Just give me some of the good ones, you know? Oh my god, stop, stop, stop. Nope, only shit. I died. I didn't. Somehow. I needed more abalones. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-S. Shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-S. Stop giving me shitty shells! And yet they keep giving me shitty shells. Okay, go to the boat, go to the boat, go to the boat before we die. I just needed a fuck ton of abalones. Okay, I'm gonna get all the things we got. We know about the foreigners. Okay, now we can move again. Now we go back to the jetty. And we talk to Kikuko, and I get my stuff. No! I clicked the... I didn't mean to. Okay. And now we tell her that we have 2,000 points. I did! A rare bird? That was a bird! Okay. That was very important that I got another marking bird. Okay, now I'm gonna tell her about the foreign tourists again. Okay, she really wants to meet the foreigners. The Kamishima merch. Can I get one? Is that a mirror? Oh, this symbol here. It was what I released in the bottom of the sea. It was similar to this. Thank you. Oh, it was Tsukasa that came up with the mascot. Aww. It is a very good mascot. I already did that, but sure, thank you. Okay, so the Amadai disappeared in succession. And they were talking about the omens again. Okay. Oh, Shotaro. Why the fuck do you always have your hand up, my guy? Did you see my watch? Hey kids, do you see my watch? It's a fucking Casio, I think. Oh, so old man is making weird requests. So everyone knows that I went diving already. She was the Raging Waves curse bearer. I don't like him at all. Okay. I just wanted to double check if there's something else there. Hi, Grandma. Grandma is amazing. Yeah, what's the reason? Okay, Grandma is not telling me. Yeah, it is very weird that they treat this family so poorly. Okay, tell me about Mom. Please. Mare wasn't actually human. Did a seawater pickle? You're I have more information though. Damn, Grandma is talented. She can tell my rank by just looking at me. Listen, there's nothing wrong with fitting into your mom's clothes. you, Grandma. Hopefully I don't need more. Bountiful zones. Lots of starfish. Okay, so if I see a lot of starfish, it's not good. Or sometimes there might be a lobster there or something. Oh, so Sato likes helping my grandma. Ah! Grandma prefers Sato to me. Okay, we gotta talk to the man first. Yeah, Chia just told everyone that I went. I don't. Okay. I am serious. Of course, Grandma knows more. And you don't know. Yeah, people are just accusing and. Yeah, what about the curse? Tell me about it. I don't think it was my mom, though. Yeah, do you have proof? Okay. Taishima is the island we've heard about before. It was devastated by an earthquake and tsunami nearly 400 years ago. Raiders overran the island and slaughtered every last one of the people who lived there. The murdered islanders' resentments gave rise to the curse of the raging waves. And the resulting storm and tsunami sank the island to the bottom of the sea, raiders and all. The curse is still rolling about in the seas near here to this very day. One little push could come barreling down on Kamishima next. A push. Something that would awaken the islanders' anger, such as someone with ties to those raiders, let's say a descendant of theirs, drawing near to where Taishima was. Are you saying that my mom was the descendant of the raider who attacked Taishima? Sure am, and our son, you share your blood. Only natural that everyone would see you as a bad omen, huh? I really didn't want you to be back on the island, you know. You should be grateful I didn't have you shipped back to the mainland on the next ferry. You're telling me this is everyone seeing Yuza and his folks all the time? Jesus. Are you saying that the reason the curse of the raging waves reawakened is because I came back to Kamishima? No. Okay. There were signs even before you came back. Okay. Let's go back to Grandma. Did you know that everyone thought Mom was the Raging Waves curse bearer? So you've heard of it before. He said that Mom was descended from the ones that first called forth the curse or something like that. And that's why everyone is so concerned what I get up to. Is that true? If you know that much, I suppose I can tell you the truth. I wonder if this will be the truth still. If I just rest up a bit, I'll be up and around again in no time. I want the two of you to come to the southern bay later, once the sun's gone down. Grandma's gonna die. I think it'd be easier to show you what I mean. Okay, we'll be at the bay at sundown. But if you're not feeling up to it, just don't push yourself, okay? I'll tell you everything later. Prepare yourself for this one. I'm gonna save the game. That's what I'm hearing. Is there anything else that I can do? Yeah, no one's here. Yeah, I've done everything. Oh, shit. You managed to survive that disaster 5 years ago. Someone could call it a miracle. It wouldn't do to see that miracle go to waste, would it? Maybe I flew off the handle a bit earlier, ended up coming out a bit stronger than I meant to. Yet you keep blabbing to everyone that I went fishing and stuff. Best let sleeping dogs lie. Oh, did you know where they went? They went to the lighthouse. Okay. What were they up to? But they didn't necessarily go missing while diving. Okay. Don't go fishing south. Okay, and she believes the curse. I mean, the curse exists, that we know, but you know. Maybe my mom just had anxiety. No, she kinda is a bad person. You cannot be a good person and be that prejudiced. I didn't mean to click on the Tori. Ah, there they are. It's the girl again. I mean, of course it would be her, but you know. Why are you telling me to make myself at home? This is my island, not yours, bitch. Okay, so everyone has been avoiding them. Sure. No. What's with that face? Arnav Barnum. Avi. Oh, okay, so they're kind of related. A fantasy writer. He earns more as an occult writer. Stick a sock in it in my face. Why do you speak like that? Okay, I will stick a sock in it and mind my own beeswax. Don't worry about it. I'm good, yeah. Okay, new memory unlocked. The land wither repair the waves from the eternal world for nothing. You've never heard it called that? It's said that Yamato Hime no Mikoto, the empress of ancient Japan, was searching for a suitable place to enshrine Amaterasu 2,000 years ago. She received a divine revelation that the waves around Ise province came from the eternal world, which led her to establish the Ise Grand Shrine. The eternal world is a separate realm from the world in which we live. Some describe it as a perpetual paradise. Basically, Ise is such a sacred place, even the ancient gods took a liking to it, right? Exactly. Okay. Let's talk about mermaids. I know what mermaids are. Yes, I have also we had already established this, but sure. Different types of creature encompassed by the term mermaid. There were also reports of more humanoid or demi-human mermaids being sighted in Japan in later years. It was due to the influence of the Dutch, particularly. So if you see here on the corner, this is the character for person, nin, and this is the character for fish, gyo. So ningyo means mermaid. Because it's person fish. Also, if it's written in with different characters, ningyo also means doll. And if you can see here, due to the invention of hiragana and katakana, so everyone could read. If you see, there's the characters. These came from Chinese, but on the side, it's written in katakana. So the text itself, it's in Chinese, but on the side you can read the katakana that tells you what every character means in Japanese. This isn't as common anymore. Hiragana and katakana were created because it wasn't accessible to everyone to just learn the characters. But then it just ended up being a mix of everything now. You came here to look for mermaids. I had reason to believe they could be... okay, he believes that you can find mermaids around Taishima. Some say there were 3 mermaids, Sobae, Nagame, and Hayase, living in the seas around Taishima 400 or so years ago. 3 of them? You even know their names? We didn't even know Taishima existed until today. Seems it was a deliberate decision to not leave any records of Taishima's existence. Which would obviously want to believe something is being concealed. On that note, did you know that records remain of several other sightings of mermaids in Ise Bay? Legends of mermaids exist throughout Japan, and this region is no exception. In particular, there were reports of mermaids having been discovered in Tsu City and Ise City, both of which border Ise Bay. Thank you. So which type of mermaid are you looking for? Seems like a lot of the mermaid sightings around Ise Bay were fish mermaids. But the mermaids sighted around Taishima were apparently the human mermaid sort. So it stands to reason that any mermaid around here would be human mermaids as well. Closer to humans and fish, yes. Mermaids whose flesh would make you immortal if you eat it would have to be the fish mermaids then, right? Another fine question. It is indeed difficult to imagine people eating the flesh of human mermaids. But I personally believe that human mermaids also have the power to bestow immortality on people. I am familiar with Ryugu. Is it related to the Ryugu Palace that appears in the tale of Urashima Taro? We had just talked about it earlier. Ryu means dragon, refers to the god of the sea. Not uncommon for deities to be associated with water to be serpentine in nature. So Ryu is also in Kiryu. His name is dragon. This would then make Ryugu the palace where the god of the sea resides, the palace of the Dragon King. Ryugu is known for being home to the priestesses who attend the god of the sea. These women are collectively referred to as Otohime. Oh yeah, Princess Otohime appeared in the tale of Urashima Taro, didn't she? Yes, but she was described as the ruler of Ryugu Palace in the fairy tale. So she was actually a priestess? Just some embellishment. There's also another interesting theory about the Otohime of Ryugu. It's said that they were half fish, half human women in appearance. In other words, they were mermaids. That's all well and good, but where is this Ryugu place anyway? Take it away, Cersei. Ryugu is said to be the exact same place as the eternal world I mentioned earlier. In other words, the sea around Ise, which is said to consist of waves from the eternal world, is in fact the location of Ryugu. And Ryugu is home to the Otohime mermaids, right? Right. As priestesses who live in a land said to be an eternal paradise, it wouldn't be odd that they can grant some sort of power. It wouldn't be that odd if they had some sort of power to grant immortality to humans. Even in the tale of Urashima Taro, Princess Otohime displayed an ability to influence the physical age of other people using the Tamate Bako. If the story has basis in the ability of mermaids to influence human lifespans, that power of hers makes a lot more sense, don't you think? I see, so that's why you think that human mermaids are able to grant immortality even without eating their flesh. Intriguing, is it not? But how would you even get to Ryugu? What creature was responsible for bringing Urashima Taro to Ryugu in the eponymous tale? That's right. A turtle. Or kame. Which is the name of the island you're currently standing upon. Kameshima. So you believe that there might be some clue as to get to Ryugu hidden on Kameshima? Yes, my name is Minakuchi. That would have been my mom. Damn. I have a rumor that suggests some connection between mermaids and Mare Minakuchi. I heard it from a descendant of the islanders who used to call Taishima home. So someone survived the disaster of Taishima. So you were saved by a mermaid 5 years ago. There's a rumor about one of the 3 mermaids who used to live around Taishima. They say she took on a human form several decades ago and has lived among humans ever since. Another nosebleed. Okay, she senses also the curse coming. Why do I also need to know about the mermaids until tomorrow? What do I know that I am not telling? Yet. Nothing else here. Okay, the sun is starting to set. First, we learned that my mom was considered cursed by some of the islanders. And he thinks that the curse is about to break out again. And is currently trying to find a way to stop it. Not everyone on the island believes in it, though. Kikuko and Shotaro didn't seem to believe in it at all. We also managed to speak with those two foreigners who were looking for mermaids. They sure were full of surprises. A rumor about mermaids living near Taishima, and that one of them assumed human form. Never thought we'd find something to support the idea that my mom might have been a mermaid. The mermaid that I encountered 5 years ago may very well have been one of those three living near Taishima. We also got some hints about where those mermaids came from. From an otherworldly place called Ryugu. If they're in a place like that, I don't see how we could ever get to them, though. And what that girl said about a calamity approaching is bothering me, too. There's no way she should know about the curse of the raging waves, right? Do you think that means the curse is real after all? Asani, I just realized something. If the curse of the raging waves is in danger of breaking out again, then wouldn't that mean that the curse bearer is still around today? But your mom was not with us anymore. Mr. Wakamura seems to think I wasn't the direct cause of the curse reappearing too. So the person responsible would be someone who wasn't here 5 years ago, but is here now. Well, assuming the curse is real anyway. I really do wonder if my mom had some sort of link with mermaids. I hope whatever Gran has to tell us sheds some light on things. What's wrong? Bunch of noise. I think I heard scream. Okay, things are going down again. We're all gonna die again. Yeah, we're all gonna die because I don't have all the information yet. What happened? What's wrong? Tsukasa, what's going on? I don't... We were just... But then Sato just... Yuza, look over there! Sato? There's blood everywhere! What happened? She's not moving! Don't tell me she's dead! Sato just... Suddenly... We were just... But then she just got... Get down! Whatever it was, we gotta get her to the clinic. Wait, what's happening? Sato, her wound is... Sato is a mermaid. The wound is gone? Sato? Sato, are you okay, Sato? Oh, she's messing with my game files. Oh, Sato. Hi. Okay, I'll show you the file then. Where is it? Didn't I have a file just on Yaobikuni? I swear to God I had just a file on Yaobikuni. Did she delete it? I think she deleted my file. One second. I just want to check if she deleted my file. No, she's here. Yaobikuni. No, it's not. Did it just delete my file from all my saves? And this one changed again. Okay, I guess we'll leave it here. I could have sworn that I had a file on Yaobikuni. So yeah, Sato is Yaobikuni. Kinda, maybe. Alright! Oh, we're gonna have to continue next week. I have to wait a week to play more. Damn it! Am I gonna scrub my own vault from yesterday to make sure? I'm like 99% sure that I had the file. But thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. Once again, I apologize for not reading everything, but I could not. My throat would not accept it. I try to read the most important things and keep you up to speed. I hope it's still okay. But goddamn, I'm like, am I just imagining things? I have to go check out my bot from yesterday. All right, everyone. I'm gonna leave it here for today, though. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here.